Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Logan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, 20. Regular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Break. 55. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, it's Logan. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. TJ Logan, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
Get set. 19. 54. Mike 54. Yeah.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete. Smith has it. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
3 down. Hey, 80 weapons. 3 down. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Snap.
To throw, it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Now here's Pollard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Hey.
This is Logan. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Hey, Delta. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Go.
On play action, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Watson doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Protein spill. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, pick your game.
Ready? Bortles going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
52, Mike 52. Wildville, Wildville. You're Mike 52, Mike 52.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Watson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Check 4, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, check 24, watch 24. 5.
On 1st down, Logan. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, lucky. Greystone, travel. Go. Hey, exit. Mike, 55.
Now Bortles. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bortles now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it here with Logan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 31, check 31. Kill. Gone. Bang. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Go.
And that'll set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. General West. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. 3 bud. Go. Mark 55. Go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
High 7.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Ready.
On 2nd and 7, Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing now is Bortles. Going for it all. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
61, match box, lights. Check right. Watch it,
Shotgun now for Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Don't get nervous. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From midfield, here's Bortles. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15.
There we go.
Set, ready, 30 base.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
It got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
54 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Protein spill.
Under crunch.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 43.
Hard, hard. Now.
Bortles now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mike 5-4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
You gonna sign him up?
After the interception, here's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come get some. Come on.
Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Trap 6-6. Pull it high. Hot, hot.
They run the counter. Logan. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
On the set.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check, 55 to Mike. Go.
Bortles now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
90 Wolf. Mike 54. Hey, zoom.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, able to avoid him. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Mike 88. Mike 54. Hey, we got 59.
To throw is Watson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Marr now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
I got you.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Sponge.
On the ground, this is Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Leo.
On the carry, it's Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
50, plant.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run with Logan.
Jump.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Check 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24.
On first down, it's Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
You got him! You got him! Ha-ha! You got him!
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
X3, 218, chopper.
Crash! Crash!
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
55, right there in the middle, 55. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
In the face.
Shoot.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Turnover on downs.
Set, 19. Mike, 45. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Line up, go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Logan. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to offensive guys. They're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to